did it because you're amazing.
Technically, we were supposed
Hint,
to
hint,
start
hint.
2 minutes ago, but yes, I can make you a hot chockey.
Yes, you don't have to, but it would make me so happy and feel very loved if you would do
I
something.
already said I would. You can stop laying it on.
Okay, noted. Next time I want something.
No.
Uh-huh.
It will not work on me. Nerves of steel.
I love that this is the intro to the stream.
Also, Dumey's facial expressions on stream.
Yeah, we're live, by the way.
Oh, we are.
Just so we're
Doesn't surprise me.
clear. Just so we're clear, Hawks, I'm calling bullshit.
Oh yeah. The day, Hawks, that you have like nerves of steel is the day I'm a 7-foot-tall FIFA soccer player with a beard.
You know what?
Thank you
Hawks
for
is a
those
sweetheart.
bits.
I'm gonna be quiet because I don't want this on stream.
Shouldn't say.
That's
Clever.
probably smart. That's probably smart.
See, this is my new hobby, just turning the stream on while they're all talking and letting them dig their own holes. So, welcome back,
Hold the
everyone. It is
stooges.
another Saturday night with Journeys in Djruthourhi. We will not be having Adventures Anonymous this week. It is their off week, but we will be having a duo talk with Malagos and Amber. So yeah, look forward to that. Tune in about 8:30 Eastern Standard Time for Try giving us a wonderful interview, and it will not be as long as the Okami Demericus interview, but that's fine. That's fine. So yeah, let's go ahead and play the intro, and we'll get back into the game. See you guys in a sec.
You go get us some fish.
I swear to God.
Huxley, the horse race on Saturday morning was excellent.
Apparently an old version
then-
got mixed
The
in with
one
my
day-
new versions.
And then suddenly Hawk snapped. Oh. We're live. Whoops.
It's okay, Huxley. You're forgiven.
Thanks for the sub.
Don't fret, old chum.
Stop making fun of me on stream.
No.
Well, at least I know everybody's watching. Maybe I just gotta start throwing in little Easter eggs like that to make sure everyone's still paying attention.
Wait, is that actually his name? It wasn't a typo?
It's a typo. My name is just Hawks. Hawks! Hawks!
Exactly.
No,
Oh, they know how to drive me nuts now.
a kobold to mishear that, and you canonically became Huxley.
No!
You've been calling Malagos a superhero for 2 years. You must
You can
absorb
handle
this.
Huxley.
This is payback. This is your karma.
Oh, poor little Huxley.
Stir it up.
Oh boy.
Get that stiff upper lip, Huxley.
I have my hot chocolate. We can begin D&D now.
All right, we have to just make sure that Huxley feels okay. Yeah, Huxley, this is a safe space.
I refuse to feed into this.
It's okay, old
That's
chum.
okay. There's plenty of us to do it for you.
You don't have to feed into it. By not
Rude.
acknowledging it, you make it better because we know it irritates you, and you're trying so hard to not have it irritate you.
Oh,
Come on, Huxley, join in the fun.
not you too.
Would I be your friend if I didn't poke fun at you on occasion? Why?
The Adventures of
Because your
Superhero
friend's a
Malagos and
jackass.
Hoxley.
Okay, that was
I'd
pretty
subscribe
good.
to that.
Same. I watched 6 seasons and a movie.
Right?
Hey, we need a new one-shot Dumey. A new side campaign.
Adventures of Malagos and Fish Boy.
No, Steve.
I not get one from Saren.
Saren is an elf and does not sleep.
I'm
That's
meditating.
correct. That's correct. And Mia meditates.
And Galloy has gone into low power mode to recharge.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have water on board somewhere?
We're still on land, buddy.
Oh. Darn it.
There's water off board everywhere.
To quote the greatest Ryan Reynolds film of all time, there's water in the tap.
Huxley, we have a fountain outside if you would like a nice place to sleep.
Okay.
Oh,
Hi,
it's not
Huxley.
good. It's canon now.
So, Amber,
Crap.
Garganoth, and Malagos.
Nichols the dragon.
As
Malagos the dragon. Sorry.
as night falls and continues on, the evening's festivities and a full belly and gathering crew and supplies has worn out our heroes to the point where a long awaited and deserved rest is a welcome reprieve. In the early hours of the morning, before the sun has chosen to rise, is Malagos, Garganoth, and Amber who begin to stir in their sleep. They find themselves in a desolate wasteland. Each by themselves, not together. Each looking across the destroyed landscape of jagged, rocky crags jutting up from the ground and deep craters littering the surface. There's a single old, decrepit road that goes towards the shore and travels up the cliffs to the black stoned castle sitting there perched upon its loft. There is nothing but silence in this dream. And each of you are compelled to walk forward down this road. It only takes a few steps before something shakes and the castle crumbles, and from it rises the dark visage of a blackened, draconic beast. It rises tall, head above the clouds, before noticing each of our dreamers. Bending down, its head comes feet from your own face. There is a chuckle from this creature. And as its breath blows across your skin, you can smell and almost taste the scent of death and decay and brimstone. I see you.
They don't.
Well, that's not okay.
Nope.
Oh,
Look
no.
away.
Oh no.
Yeah, I see you too. Hello.
The beast's mouth
can I give you a
suddenly
breath mint?
opens.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Its head turns to the side, and in an instant, you see the flash of teeth come down as you jolt awake in your beds. Each of you taking 15 psychic damage from
Ooh.
the jolt.
Oh.
Like, do we hit our head or do we know that this is psychic damage?
The pain is there as soon as you wake up. And to you, you can almost feel the teeth digging into your body. You've all been adventurers long enough that you felt similar pains, but this is like a phantom pain, and each of you almost feels the need to like check over yourselves to make sure that you haven't been bit in half.
Malagos does actually start checking for like signs of like anything, like there were runes on me. Do I have any
Yeah.
scars? Is the scale missing?
Checking as well, just like, okay, only that's still missing. Anything else missing? Anything new missing?
Did we see each other in the dream?
No, each of you were there by yourselves, but you each had the same exact dream.
Bodes
Okay.
well for us.
I think Garganoth would start knocking on his compatriots' doors. Oh wait, but then that would wake people up. Hmm.
If you walk outside, you would immediately trip over Galloy, who is glowing a dull purple in the corridor outside your door.
I guess Garganoth trips over Galloy.
Oh shit! I had Travis with me in my tent.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably wake him up because I'd probably wake up screaming.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. Should I do a perception?
Yeah, give me a perception with yeah. Nope.
Oh, never mind.
Dead to the world. Hey Sarah, we're sharing a room, right?
Yeah, I was good. I was waiting for a pause. I was gonna say, you okay, Melly?
I was gonna say, did Saren wake up? Tamali going,
I'm meditating. I sleep. I don't sleep like a rock.
She probably would have.
Well then. You wake up, you catch Malagos like looking over every inch of her going, is there a scale missing anywhere?
You okay, Melly?
No. That
We
means
need
something.
an early cup of tea situation to talk about it, or I need a drink situation.
This is the one, I need a drink, but two, I feel like this is not good. This is an omen. And I just had this. God, it felt so fucking real. I could feel its teeth in me. I was on the road. You remember when we were in that black castle?
Yes.
Yeah, I was on just. The road was like decrepit, it was terrible, and then the castle was there, and there was something compelling me to walk to it. But then the castle crumbled, and this massive ass black, I don't even know if it was black draconic dragon or if there was something fucked up wrong with him. But his head reached above the clouds, and then he put his face in my face. And he smelled of death and decay. And I can still smell it. And all he said was, I see you.
Well,
that just, no, this does not bode well. This is a sign that we need, I guess we are falling behind. Yeah. And I just like shivers and like keep looking to see if there's like anything somewhere.
Because it's like sort of nearly morning, do you want me to wake the others up and we can let me and Nia and the others know, and then we can just leave early?
Let's get everyone together.
I'll get everyone together. I can unlock their doors and I'm going to leave the room.
You're gonna see Garganoth already tripping over Galloway and heading towards Mia's door.
Master Dwarf, are you okay?
Yeah. Oh, I'm fine. Thank you. Good morning. Good night. Garganoth checks his wrist, realizing he doesn't know what a watch is, and just heads over to Mia's room.
Wait, go. Did you have a creepy dream?
Oh, I sure did. I still smell it.
Like black dragon teeth, munch.
Mm-hmm.
If you wake up someone else, I can wake Mia up because Malagos had the same dream. I think maybe. Malagos had a munch.
You do what you need to do. I'm going to see Mia.
Do you want everyone awake?
Oh no.
Garganoth is still going towards Mia's room, dismissing all of this.
Yes, please. We need the rest of the party to wake up. The rest of the
Oh,
party,
no.
no one else. And then I'm gonna scoot to unlock Mia's door.
Well, Garganoth is gonna knock.
Oh, I'm not. I was gonna unlock the door and push it open.
A loud siren sound sharp emanating from Galloway.
So the way Garganoth is knocking is it's not loud. It's like a semi-quiet knock, but it's very rapid. Like. Oh, Mike didn't pick that up.
Hawks doesn't hear all this because he's in a fountain sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
Amber and Travis don't either for a different reason.
I'm
Ooh,
the Mia ran to the
Oh.
So yeah, Mia.
that kind of reason.
No,
the
So
tent
yeah,
where we
Mia.
can't hear all
You hear knocking at your door.
I mean,
Oh.
have I gotten my trance in? What time is it?
Yeah. The
I
long
did
rest
also
is.
go up
You
early.
type Sarah and unlocks the door
Yep.
and opens
Long
it.
rests have been completed. Yes.
Okay.
Oh yay.
I would imagine Mia is already like up, but she's like in
She
a
opens the
robe,
door,
just kind of sitting and writing out some stuff at her desk or at Jason's desk, and says, come in.
Garganoth lets Saren pick the lock and open the door.
Hi, Mia.
Why? I literally asked last night to not
He
let
knocked
yourself.
first. You said
That
to knock
doesn't-
first.
My door is not locked.
That's embarrassing.
I made it. Garganoth had a creepy dream. I'm finding everyone else. Then I'm gonna like
Yeah, but if
embarrassingly huff
someone
down the
knocks, it still
halls.
doesn't give you the right to pick the lock on the door. You wait for someone to answer.
I'm sulking.
Come in. What is happening?
So we had a big bad dream, big bad dragon. Really needs a breath mint. I mean, that's first of all. I think we can all agree on that. And he said he could see us. So I think we're being watched. And I think the sooner we leave, the better, because we're putting everybody else here at risk. But that's your call. And I'm just sorry. I might be slightly panicking. I just. Oh.
I like had probably would have an hour or so ago run down and like got like a French press coffee, and then like came upstairs, and I probably still have the pot. You need a coffee?
Yes, please, yes, that'd be wonderful. Thank you.
Do you want here? Sit down. Have the coffee. Everyone had a collective dream.
Saren did, or at least Saren knew exactly what I was talking about, he says as he sips the coffee.
Okay, so you and Saren had a dream of what we're assuming is Djruthourhi.
Mm-hmm.
Saying that they can see us, which we did know.
Oh. Wait.
Well, I don't think we knew for sure, but we definitely assumed.
Okay.
That we've been watched for while they know who we are. Yes, how fast can we rally everything to the dock? I mean, we've got wagons and stuff.
Well, I'd have to check with Galloway, but I think the ship is fully stocked with everything we need. I think we just need to herd the livestock there, which isn't very much, and get everybody on board.
Did everyone pack last night, or did they drink themselves into a stupor?
Did not drink, did not pack.
A slightly muffled voice from Galloy just outside the door. I am packed.
You're listening in on my conversation, Galloy, and that is rude.
I was part of this conversation, but was not invited in.
I didn't specifically say Garganoth come in. I said come in.
I kind of open the door just very smoothly. Step inside.
I look at the towel that's like under the hot coffee pot, and I'm like, do you coffee? Hot towel? What could I do for you? Did you have a dream?
I am not sure what dreams are.
Okay. They're like images projected in your head.
Oh, I have them all the time.
Okay. Did you have one last night specifically that matches Garganoth's and seemingly Saren's?
It is eerily similar to my death, but no.
Wait. So, what? You die. I'm sorry. How are you dead? Because you're alive. Well, I mean, I guess we all know that people can die and come back to life. That's the thing that happens here. You were killed by a large black dragon.
I was killed by many smaller dragons.
Like a conglomerate of dragons.
One may say that. I would describe it as an army. But this is not the issue at hand.
Correct. Okay. Galloy, since you're packed and ready, it seems, can you take everyone else who is packed and ready to grab everything, all of our packs, get them on a wagon, and
Shall I rouse the crew?
yes. Change plans. We're leaving a lot earlier than we thought.
Saren has specifically asked I not touch her stuff. May I move her bag?
Yep. No, respect it.
Right.
Saren will get her own bag.
Leaving that conversation for a moment, we have to ask, what is Malagos doing now that she's up?
Well, Malagos would have packed last night. Even if she was drunk, she would have thrown all of her shit into a bag together.
Mm-hmm.
She'd be double checking said bag like right now, making sure she has everything that she needs, and then is putting on her armor as fast as she possibly can. Because
which takes you 5 minutes.
Safe. It just feels safer with the armor.
Okay.
And then she'd probably grab her bag. He would pick up Saren's bag because we're taking this too, and we're walking out the door.
Okay.
Because I need a drink.
Okay, with that said, let's check on our other dreaming person, where Amber had woke up screaming, with Travis being the only one who would be able to hear that due to the magical properties of the tent.
I probably would have looked around, seeing that Travis was still asleep. Probably pulled like my water skin out of my pack and just probably tried to go back to sleep, or at least try to relax. Entirely unaware of what conversation is taking place.
Mm-hmm.
I probably would have just tried to get back to sleep at least a little bit, and pray that if Travis did hear, he's just being very polite, and pray that he did actually hear nothing.
I mean,
Is Travis being polite?
is a Travis is more or less just kind of used to this by now. He's been in the guard for about a decade or so. Wouldn't be the first time someone else has woken up screaming in the middle of the night around him.
Fair enough. Oh, Dumey, did you see my message?
Yes.
Okay, I figured, but I wanted to
Yeah.
make sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that whole thing was familiar.
Yep, I figured as much.
Okay, so a few minutes after Mia and Garganos' conversation, the house inside is a bustle as people are gathering up, getting their things ready. There is a immediate sense of urgency. We still have Hawks out in the fountain. And Kyrie is asleep in her room. Well, I'm sure
I was gonna rouse everyone.
Everyone's roused and moving around. Okay.
Yep.
Wagons had been set up on the road just outside the gates where your supplies that you gathered had been loaded, thanks to Lillywits and some of the other villagers, as well as the crew members that you had hired. They seem a bit surprised at the earlier start, but who are they to argue? They're getting paid for this. And so a few groggy moments later, they are moving, and everything seems to be going as to plan. Okay.
Yeah, Gallo would be carefully loading the chicken into the cart. Do we have crates for them, or are they just?
You have
They
cages.
have an area on the ship.
Yeah, you got cages for them.
Oh, if we're going earlier than anticipated, Mia probably would have had to go get Amber, because I didn't know the change of plan, and she's one of the only people in the party that has permission to enter the tent.
Yeah, I probably would have had a conversation with Jason and then ran out to grab
Collect
Amber.
the others.
Yeah.
When I find Hawks in the fountain, I'm gonna pull Hawks like by his shirt up out of the fountain and be like, I know, black dragon, big teeth, nasty breath, you're in one piece, go to the wagons. There's coffee.
Wait, what? What about a dragon?
I'm just assuming he had a bad. Sarah just made the assumption that everyone who sleeps has had a bad dream.
Hux is half asleep still, very confused by what you meant by a black dragon.
We're going on the boat, up in the wagon, off you go. Good fish, good boy, off you go, up in the wagon.
Okay.
Pat him on the head, shuffles him along.
Hawks was just having the best dream of his life.
For a drink.
He was having a dream about Jessamine, wakes up to, I know, black dragon, big teeth, nasty breath, let's go, on the wagon to the boat.
What?
Wait a second. Maybe Hawks was supposed to have the dream.
What he was.
Do sea elves not count as having...
The elves. All elves are sea elves a sub-race of elves, or are they their own race in...
maybe
No,
Tritons.
They're a sub-race. Oh,
think
Tritons are
Triton-
different.
Yeah, Tritons. So Hawks, you did. Well, give me your wisdom save. We'll find out if you did or not.
No pressure.
Yeah, you had a dream.
Oh, okay. Yep, I had the
So
dream.
Hawks woke up
Whatever.
screaming in the fountain.
You just see a massive boiling. You just see the fountain like it's boiling when you approach Saren.
Yep. I'm gonna pick my blood. I know. Big dragon teeth, you're in one piece. Off you go to the wagon, we're hopping on the boat.
Okay.
As As you guys are gathering pretty much the last of the supplies and everybody is awake and roused, there is a screech up in the sky as Arethel comes swooping down on her griffin with June in front of her.
Please no more bad news.
My friend, there has been a change of plans. We are heading off early.
Yes, I would hope so. Did someone else tell you?
Oh god.
Tell us what.
What?
There's a
Apparently
battalion.
there were...
There's a battalion of the Divine March coming up the road.
Oh,
Pasta.
we're going.
They're about a mile out.
Can
Time
someone
to go. Time to go.
can someone control the weather to make it like get real gnarly weather like real quick?
Galloy...
Maybe like some fog out there.
Some fog, some heavy rain.
Ooh.
Galloy opens a hatch in his chest and an air raid siren starts blasting.
Why?
With haste. We are under attack.
Fox is straight up panicking now.
Fox, weather.
No.
Can you do anything with the weather to make it foggy or really rainy or
Ooh, yes, actually.
wonderful? Right, everyone in the wagons. Wait, where's Amber?
Would be a good question.
Would Amber and Mia have had a conversation, or would Mia have just like burst in and tried to wake her up?
I think Mia would have like stepped in and then would have been like
At which point,
don't
Travis
know.
would shoot up.
Yes, good morning, good
Gets
morning. We're getting out of here as of right now, so I hope you have your bags packed. We have just been told that the Divine March is a mile out. We know everyone had this weird collective dream. We'll talk about it on the boat. No need for really alarm, but definite need for haste. Amber, can you, like, I don't know, do something to pause the Divine March magically?
Can I
bring
use-
fire down them on them, and that's about it.
Okay, well, maybe not that.
use disguise self to create myself or make myself look like a dragon?
I don't think that's how disguise self works.
Yeah, that's.
You could look like a half dragon.
I think we just need to focus on getting out of here and whatever
Can
spells
we
we
just
can do
run,
to.
leave?
I look around for Jason.
Jason
Hi.
has busied himself with making sure the last of the supplies are in the wagon. He's kind of doing a checklist, checking things off.
I'll just go up and be like, where's your bags?
Already packed.
But where are they?
I think you know where they are.
I look at the wagon and I see other packs. I look at people's backs and I see other packs. I look at Jason's back. Is there a pack?
There is not.
Where's your pack?
Mia, someone has to stay here.
His head just whips around like.
I don't. Why?
Kaylin was going to stay before.
Kaylin
was their whole plan.
going to be here to run an adventuring academy. Kaylin wasn't going to stay here to be some martyr for the people.
I'm not going to be a martyr. I'm just going to help them stay out of the way.
Out of the way of what? If we're not here, then nobody's going to bother them.
We don't know that. At least if I stay here, I can help them rebuild a little bit before leaving and meeting back up with you at home. You'll be
Well, why do
going
you
that
have to
way.
be- Why does it have to be you?
Why not?
Because you're useful.
Yes, but I'm useful here. Did you see how many of the kids didn't have anyone else? I can't just leave all these kids here with no one to look after them. I have to at least get them settled in.
I just don't understand why that has to be you and your job. You're a wizard, not some kind of nursemaid.
Yeah, but you know how I feel about it. It'll be fine. When you guys get past home, just stop there. I can easily teleport back to the school.
You don't know if it'll be fine, and you don't know if this is the last day that we're going to see each other.
Well, I promise you it won't be the last day we see each other.
Yeah, you also told me you were coming with me, and I find out this morning that you're not, so...
Well, sometimes we have to do things we don't want to do, and sometimes we have to do the things that other people need us to do.
But what about my needs?
You know I'm just a spell away from being contacted.
But I'm not. What if something happens to you?
I'm not going to let anything happen to me.
Are you playing yourself? Because you're not playing me right now. You are literally a walking beacon for fuckery and destruction.
I mean, granted, but... You know, I can use that.
What end?
Well, to help our friends here first, and then to meet back up with you all. Besides, I have enough magic. I can cover for you guys, give you a little bit of a head start.
What about the Divine March? What if they take you away, kill you, and you don't have a chance to do anything you wanted to do, and we're not here to aid?
Again, I'm not going to let that happen. I'm just going to slow them down so that they're not on your heels. You guys get the ship launched, and I'll meet you back home. It'll be fine.
It's not fine, but I don't have time to talk about it right now.
All right, we'll talk about it later. And he would lean over and kiss Mia, even though she probably didn't want him to at that moment.
I think she would have like kissed his hand, and then there was probably like a bead or something that she always has braided into her hair that she would like quickly unbraid and put in his palm and then walk away.
He would slip that into his pocket and turn back and begin to help gather up the people.
Would I be able to contact my patron?
I mean, you can always try.
Do it.
I would kind of draw a circle on the ground, and a bubble of darkness would envelop that circle, and I'd sit in the center of it. And I would say, "My queen, I need favor. to help these people to uphold the ideals of mine. Can you descend darkness upon the march so that they are slowed?
Give me. Yeah, we'll make it a persuasion check. Why not?
Persuasion. Ugh. It's because we didn't have technical difficulties this time.
Everybody's rolls are bad.
The night is still young. There's time.
Yeah, Gallo, you feel like you feel a twinge, kind of like almost like that sensation of hairs rising up on the back of your neck, and just an amused little laugh in the back of your mechanical mind. You're not sure what it means, but maybe? Question mark?
I then am going to pull out a small gear from my repair kit, and I'm going to light a small fire and throw it in as an offering.
Okay.
I thank you for your time, my queen. And then I will drop darkness.
All right. With that done, and everything gathered up, are we ready to get on the road? Or be chased down the
Absolutely.
road?
I mean, we have a mile on them. I don't know what a mile is, but
Well, you had a
A mile is
mile.
not that much. It's 1.6 Ks.
Mile is not as much
Okay.
distance as I would like. Again, it's not as much distance as I would like to have
It's
between
towards the end
me
of town.
and a battalion.
And it's been getting smaller as we've been doing things.
Mm-hmm.
all right, let's go.
So yes, our group loads up on the wagons with the crew members that you hired, and a few of the townspeople to help with driving the wagons.
I'm creating a bunch of fog to kind of hopefully help Jason and the people at the fortress.
With Hawks's fog cloud and Jason working on some spells of his own, as well as Galloy's request to his patron, there is a deep, soupy fog that begins to rise up from the ground. It fills the air around the stronghold, making it very difficult for anyone to see more than a few feet in front of their faces. All of this forming behind you guys as you go down the road at a very fast pace, trying to make it back to Valley's Rest.
May those who pursue us find their fear within the fog and the night.
Takes a few hours. But you guys are in wagons and making it down the road. You finally get back to the deserted city of Valley's Rest, making a beeline toward the supplies you left on the dock and the docked ship. Your hired crew and village helpers begin to unload the things from the wagon and load them onto the ship at your all's direction.
I would look at a particularly burly person who's carrying a lot and say, "Do you wish to carry more?"
More.
Pardon?
More.
I take that as a yes, and I cast Enlarge.
It's human double in size, and he just picks up the whole wagon and takes it closer to the ship.
Oh my god.
Darren's gonna be setting all of the knots because she's good with knots. If you can say that.
Saren said that she's setting all the knots and preparing to cast off when we're ready.
Okay.
Travis would probably be helping with that.
Melodios is running anywhere and everywhere, helping anyone with anything.
you
If
guys
it's
know that?
moving shit, she's helping move things.
Malagos, I left my bag in my room. It has important stuff in it. I told Galloway not to touch my shit, but now it's in my room. Fuck.
And Malagos just pulls his bag off her shoulder like, you mean this one?
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hawks is looking at maps trying to figure it out.
Okay, well, you have the maps that Amber, Travis, and it was just those two, right?
Actually, I don't think was Amber assisting us. I
No.
thought it was me and Saren.
Yeah, it was you and Saren. Travis and Saren put together. So you have a course laid out, Hawks.
Fox, but have a look around. It doesn't matter where we go for the next hour or two. We just need to get out of sight. In the morning on oceans, there's a lot of fog. You get morning mist and morning fog. So I don't care where you go, as long as it's into somewhere that's going to get us a bit more out of sight before we cast off, or the Divine March will follow us.
Okay.
I believe we should be out of sight once we round the headland.
Or that.
So it doesn't take extremely long, probably about an hour to get all the supplies you guys had gathered from the town, and as well as the supplies that you brought on the wagons loaded into the ship. Your hired crew goes to tying everything down, and it's a few moments in to having everything loaded and the ship being checked before a rather weathered old fisherman type, an elf, comes up onto the main deck and shouts, "Captain, where's the captain?"
Mia,
Hmm.
we have someone looking for you.
Yes. I am Mia. Captain Mia.
We just need to know, you want cannons loaded or are we sailing out empty?
Loaded.
Aye, load the cannons! Now, would any of our players like to help load cannons, or are we leaving it to our crew?
Garganoth can help.
Malagos
I
would
help
literally
load
help.
cannons.
Mally's gonna help load cannons.
I
Please
don't
don't blow your face off.
I don't think it'll be smart for me to try to help.
No.
Nope.
No.
Mia would say, Malagos, as first mate, I need you to oversee that everything is getting on the boat that we need and it's going to the right places.
Done. And she immediately finishes loading the one she's loading, moves to go make sure, and even helps move the shit onto the ship and to its right location.
Okay. So this ship is loaded with 4 cannons and 5 large crossbows. Not quite ballistas, but somewhere between ballistas and crossbows. So, with 3 of you attempting to help load cannons, we are going to do a couple of rolls. So first cannons require a perception check to make sure the barrel's clear, which means you have to climb to the end of the cannon and look in from the other side.
I'll do it.
Each of you. You're each doing your own cannon.
Why not
Brandon did
aim
not
the
get
cannon
to-
barrel all the way down and see if a cannonball slides out?
If that's what you would like to do, you may do that.
That sounds like a smarter idea than putting your face in front of a loaded.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Oh, boy.
All of us are so good.
Let
Can
me
Saren
roll.
go back and check all the cannons?
Nope. That would be meta. And the
It hurts
crew.
my soul, though.
12 plus 3. Okay.
It's
15.
okay. It's
15 for the
fine.
crew for the person who's doing the other cannon. Alright. Once the barrels are checked, it takes an athletic check to hoist one of the heavy cannonballs up and put it into the net freshly checked barrel. And Gar? You all managed to get the cannonball into the cannon, but Hawks, it's a little bit of a struggle. Like, you're two-handing it, kind of squat walking across the deck. But eventually you get it into the barrel. And after putting it into the barrel, now it requires dexterity to put the fuse in at the other end.
No.
So this is we'll call this a sleight of hand check.
Oh boy.
What?
Oxley.
Okay.
It's Hawks.
Can't- Hawks can't lift the fucking cannonball, but he can put the damn fuse in.
We're just going to do this for my sake, and this is the cannon Hawks did.
It's Huxley now. It'll always be Huxley.
Garganoth has kind of a
Hey.
pinkish purple.
I survived.
Garganel starts asking
We were
Hawks for
here
help.
for how long?
Malagos has kind of a minty green. And the last cannon is... Oh yeah, I gotta do the athletics check, which is d20 plus 1. Okay. And the sleight of hand check, which is a d20 plus 1 as well.
Hmm.
But they have advantage because they are
Yeah.
actual sailor.
Mhm.
12. Okay.
One of them probably shoves Malagos out of the way and goes, no. This is how you do it.
So blue is the crew. Okay. Cannons are loaded. Wonderful.
I'm sorry, I got lost because it's where are we on this?
We're talking about how Jessamine a very lucky woman.
No, not.
The cannons that you loaded, Hawks, are
I won't.
correspondent to the colors in Roll20 next to your names.
Okay.
And I have kept track.
I'm dying.
I have
Yeah,
kept
y'all
track.
killed him again.
Dumey, am I able to make my way up to either a perch or a crow's nest so I can see the enemy coming?
Sure. Give me either an athletics or dexterity check to climb up the mast.
How high is the mast?
30 feet.
I stand at the bottom of the mast and I walk directly into it and appear at the top.
Okay, Misty Step. That's fine. I'll give it to you. Okay. So, everything is loaded. Cannons are loaded. We have Galloy and the Crow's Nest. Is there anything else that anybody wants to do before we continue?
Mia just yells, if you're coming, get on the ship, and if you're not, get the fuck off, because we're leaving now. And kicks the plank.
Don't even give anybody a chance to get off.
Yep, just kicks the plank now.
Hux yells, "All ashore that's going ashore!"
Kyrie will get further into the boat, even though she already knows she's safely on.
Mia looks at Hawks like, nobody asked you to yell directions, bruh.
I'm sorry, I was just helping.
All right, as the captain gives
Blaze
those.
this.
Yep, as the captain gives those orders, the ropes are cast off, the anchor is raised, and the ship begins to move away from the docks and out towards the open sea.
Yes, Mia is dressed this morning for her pirate captain era, for sure.
You must describe now that you've mentioned.
Oh, flouncy, blousey, button-up, velveteen jacket, duster-esque. More elaborately braided hair, so she doesn't have to worry about the wind tangling it more than it's going to be tangled. Fresh shine on boots that go just over the knee. The only thing that's particularly normal is that she has her breastplate on, because she's still not going to go without her armor, and then her weaponry strapped in its normal place.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. How are our players faring with their first taste of the ocean? Kyrie, give me a constitution check with advantage.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Add 3 if you're within 15 feet of Malagos, who's on the quarter deck.
I would probably be in the medical quarters. I don't know exactly how close that would be.
Kyrie's constitution is pretty
Actually-
good, having been on boats before, even though she just recently remembered it.
Yay! Have we had any time, like downtime, to like chill for a few minutes?
No,
On the boat?
we're just pulling away from the shore. Mia, constitution
Quartermaster,
check.
what? Of course.
Advantage.
Check. Ooh, with advantage.
You've been on airships, that counts.
Oh my god.
Mia, you might be having a little trouble with your sea legs. You can play with that as you like.
It's the boots. It's always the boots.
Galloy, constitution check.
Constitution check or save?
Check.
Check.
I have a
9.
+5.
Yep. I mean, you were built for land assaults. This whole
I have no mouth and I must puke.
this whole shaky ground thing is messing with the balance stabilizers and equilibrium distribution inside your head.
I think I'm going to blow a fell capacitor.
Saren, constitution check.
Saren is currently absent, so I will do constitution check for Saren.
Okay. I'll take the roll and I'll comment on it when she's back. Okay.
We're doing
Garganoth,
super-
constitution check.
I would argue that I get disadvantage because this is my. Well, actually, I don't know. I'll leave it up to you.
I would argue as well because of Whelm.
I don't think I cast Shockwave yesterday, but I could be wrong. So I don't think I'm afraid of the sun today.
Okay. All right.
Where's the thingy? Sorry.
I'll give you
There we go.
regular. We'll give you regular. Cause 15. You're feeling pretty sturdy. I don't know how Garganoth personally feels about being on the water where you can't see land eventually, but your sea legs are doing okay.
You see Garganoth trying to sort of steady himself on the water, like, oh, okay, you got this. No puking. No puking.
Malagos, Constitution check.
Oh boy.
14. You're in about the same boat as Garganoth. Your sea legs are doing you pretty good. Not really phased by anything so far. Amber, I already know how Amber feels about the water. Disadvantage.
It's just a check. Is it a check or a save?
A check.
Better than I expected, not gonna lie.
Yeah, a little nauseous, a little off balance. Not terrible. The pass was a 12, so.
Fair enough. I've been on a sand sled in some storms once in a while, probably.
A
So.
sand sled?
A hand shed.
I've been on a sand shed.
That's a mouthful.
And Travis, Constitution check with advantage.
That's just clicking on the Constitution off to the side, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I mean, you're used to Imperial ships that are way well put together and a certain, standard of.
I'm probably more used to river barges than anything, since most of my campaigns have been inland.
That's a good observation. There you go. You're not used to the roughness of the ocean.
You are not used to the pitch and yaw of the waves upon the bow.
No good river shanty. Don't know too many good sea shanties quite yet.
And Hawks, advantage.
I'll laugh if he fails this.
16.
Nope.
Hawks, you're perfectly fine. This is nothing. This feels like home.
This does feel like home. I'm used to this under the waves. I don't know what all you guys are puking all over about.
And with Saren's 10, yeah, Saren, you are fairly glad that you did not have breakfast yet this morning. Alright, so, leaving the dock and a safe distance, what is, which way are we heading?
Well, don't we have to head south?
North before we head south. Left around the headland.
Mia is.
I'm only waiting for our captain and our navigator.
Yeah, Mia's looking for navigation direction.
Hawks has already plotted a course that gets us past any. It gets us out of view fast from the Divine March.
And what's that heading, Hawks?
We're heading towards the town closest to Valley Rest to the west of. If the top of the map is north, we're heading west around the coast.
You can also give me a survival check to set your heading.
I'll do the survival check because.
They're in good, as I hope chocolates.
North.
Boy.
North is the heading.
I plotted us
mean-
northwest to start with.
If we went northwest, we would go into the headland.
Hugging the shore. It's a bold move, Charlie. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Galloy's up in the nest, so his opinion's not what I can hear.
Yep. Hawks has northwest. All right. We do need a perception check from our lookout, though.
A perception check. I have advantage with these.
Yep. 17.
Booyah.
Nice.
So Galloy, from your perch, just barely above the fog line, you do see the black and white banners and armor of the Divine March as they begin marching into the town.
I would like to study the face of the leader.
Give me another perception check.
My eyes do allow me to make out detail even extreme distances.
Mm-hmm.
Another perception check?
Yep, if you're focusing.
Nice.
Oh my god, I'm on fire.
So...
Literally,
Metaphorically.
the sun is really doing a number on your metallic side.
So, Galloy, you do focus in on the leader, and it appears to be a woman, late 20s, early 30s, with dusty blonde hair, and dressed in the silvery armor, just as the rest of them. You do not know this person.
No.
Appear to have seen us.
I think they probably see the big sails going out of harbor. Is that a fair assumption to make based on the angles?
I mean, you can make whatever assumption you like. You are able to watch as the soldiers begin to kind of gather at the stone docks where your ship had left from. And that would probably be the last thing you see before you guys round the rocks and the town is out of sight.
Okay.
Would it have been inappropriate for Mia to minor illusion a large middle finger?
No, you can if you like.
Definitely.
5-foot cube of middle finger.
Yep.
At the changing over of the watch, I would step down, once again using my Queen's mighty power to shift myself in the dimensional plane.
Okay.
I'm gonna do what Saren does, which is like a dimension door that you get off Wish, but using stealth.
It's the Wish version.
I'm not using dimension door. That's too high level.
So what are you using? Misty Step?
Misty step.
It's like the Misty version you get off Wish. It just involves skill and no magic.
Making sure I get everybody on the boat here.
And I would then go and seek out Mia.
And talk about the dreams.
Okay. Alright. You're seeking out Mia. Go for it.
I would methodically search the ship from back to front by level.
Mia's been at the the wheel the entire time.
I would still have searched from back to front. Which would mean that I would see you almost immediately.
Yep, since the wheel's at the back. You're right.
Captain.
Feel free to place yourselves on the ship wherever you like. I've put me at the helm, so.
Hello.
Captain.
What can I do for you?
Two things. First, the leader was a woman with blonde hair, kind of dusty, wore silver.
Young.
Maybe around human age of 20 to 30.
Is that the woman that we've been dealing with? The whole time? Sierra's bad with names.
It begins with an A.
Alondra, Elena, Artatundra.
Asshole.
No, that one's the big bad.
A bitch.
A Hawksley?
Hey.
Excuse me?
Oh dear God.
Galloway, I would say that you probably know who Elenia is. You did not see Elenia.
Yeah, that's a fairly different
Question
person
is,
from what was described.
did we see... Fuck, what was her name? The one that Jason, like, tried to read her mind.
That was Lania.
Was it? I thought she
Yeah.
was, like, an armored...
That was
Oh no,
Elenia.
you're right. Mia, give me a history check.
No. Okay. See, this is why I told Jason to come. Fucker.
Having, yeah.
Yeah, Jeanette, that's... Yes.
The Shield of Radiance.
I
Ah,
fucking like
yes.
this bitch.
Jeanette. Starts with an A.
Mhm.
Ah, Jeanette.
It's that silent A that really gets me every time.
The silent and invisible A.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
It's so silent they forgot to add it.
It's common
silent.
it's common in the names of this land, you know.
Mhm.
All the silent invisible A's.
Yes. Practically every name, honestly. It's so commonplace.
Captain, in my defense, I was trying to remember the name of Elania.
Why did you see Alania?
I was mistaken.
Okay. Yeah. Jeanette has a hard-on for our crew, and we just can't shake her. She does not take no for an answer.
Gamma's note, most recently seen in the town that we stopped in near the Drake Song Lake.
Yep.
Pav.
Pav, yes.
She sent out to Pav as a punishment.
Yes, she was.
So why is she back on our trail?
That's a good question, isn't it?
Because she's a bitch.
See, I remember some things, guys. I remember some things. Yeah, the fucking blonde banshee from hell.
The blonde banshee from hell.
She shouldn't be on a mission like this.
She
was
might have been-
sent to Pav as a punishment for fucking off in the city.
Yes, but after we disappeared in the lake, potentially she might have gotten a promotion.
It is
Seems-
also a possibility that she was there as a spy.
Or she was bought out. Anything else, Galloway, that you wanted to report?
Not so much report, but perhaps clarify. It seemed earlier you had some questions about my previous endeavors with the dragons.
Only if it pertains to everyone's collective conscious.
Not exactly.
Well, then we can wait for a time where we're making a less drastic escape for our lives. Not to say it's not important information. I just think that we need to analyze what happened with everyone last night and then see if we can draw conclusions.
My queen has been known to give people visions in their sleep.
Who's your queen and why would they connect to my adventurers?
The matron of feathers, the Dusk Mother.
The Dusk Mother. Oh, refresh me on the ideologies.
Many see her ideologies as unknowable. I interpret them as bringing emotions to the forefront, helping them to be worked through, assisting those who would pass on to pass quietly. I'm not sure that it is my queen who is giving these visions, but it is possible that one as powerful could bestow them.
Oh, the Dusk Mother. Out of the Shadow Realm?
More or less. She inhabits her kingdom within the Shadowfell, attended to by the Elves of Darkness.
Clash with the Raven Queen, Shuffling Souls.
I was told not to use that name. It may bring discomfort. But
That would be a yes.
she does not clash with herself.
Interesting. Why do people talk about them like they're two different things?
I'm not sure what you mean.
In my travels, I have only heard of them referred to as one or the other.
It is possible that I used the incorrect moniker as Gamma.
Possible.
I did, in fact, use the incorrect moniker. I meant the Dusk Maven. I'm so sorry that I got that distinction incorrect.
That makes a lot more sense. But the Raven Queen isn't out of Shadowfell, right?
Yes, she is.
Is she? I thought she had her own, like, realm.
She has one of the Queen's Divine Realms in the Shadowfell is a castle known as the Fortress of Memories. She's linked directly with the Fell.
One of the Raven Queen's divine realms in the Shadowfell was a castle known as the Fortress of Memories. Place of overwhelming sorrow, overflowing with the memories taken from mortals and fragments of dead deities.
Lovely.
So how does the Queen become interested in a personage of metal?
I am the only thing left of a dead culture, of a dead people, of a time long past.
Other forged, do they descend, or are they all different culturally?
I know little about other beings similar to I. I know that all of my brethren were wiped out.
And how does your queen connect to dragons?
I wouldn't describe her as connecting to dragons so much as inhabiting the same plane. My people worshipped her when I first protected them. We were deemed to be too powerful by the draconic gods, and so we were wiped out.
Question. With my... Sorry, I don't always know the intricate ins and outs of contractual laws, but what happens to the rest of us if you displease your queen? What does she need from you?
I am unable to displease her. I follow her doctrine within my programming.
Seems mighty convenient. Well, seems like, no offense, but she might not be quite the aid we're looking for if she's not connected in any way. I'm looking for information on how to dismantle piece by piece everything Sharir has built, because really, frankly, he's just starting to piss me off.
If you need information on fighting dragons, I have plenty.
I need information on fighting this particular dragon. So if you can work your way up, come back to me when you have something solid.
I nod and I will excuse myself.
In that vein, because Mia's starting to think, she calls over one Hawksley.
Rude. Hawks comes closer. Do you need me, Captain?
Yes, I do, actually. It's time for us to have a conversation. Because I think this is the perfect moment to ask you.
Okay.
Sir Hawksley. Of the oceans, of the seas.
Why do you keep calling me that? I'm confused.
I was under the impression that that was your name.
No, my name is just Hawks.
Mia blinks blankly at Hawks. Anyway, Hawks, tell me, within respect to your patron, what you can. What happens if you upset them?
Hawks just blinks like he's confused. What do you mean by upset them?
Well, from what
where's
I
this conversation
know
happening?
of being a warlock, it is a symbiotic relationship. They need something from you and you need something from them, so if you do not give them what they need, what happens?
Well, that's the funny thing, because the only thing that Ixen has ever asked of me is to spread the word of the mighty Ixen. So I assume that if I stop doing that, I lose my powers.
Does Ixen have enemies?
Ixen is neutral, like fine wine.
I would not make that comparison, but okay. Arguably, if a wine is fine, how can it be neutral? Anyway. What I am trying to come out and say is there possibly anything that would endanger our travels because of you?
Well, there was that one time that I had spoken to Ixen and mentioned something about sacrifice. He was very, very vague, like he likes to be. And said that at one point in time, I may need to think about a sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't tell me anything else. And you know what I wanted to say back? That was very helpful. Thank you, God, for not helping me.
Well, yes, that seems like it happens a lot to the people who worship these entities. I just am so baffled how I ended up with two people with patrons, and they both happen to be happy-go-lucky, fantastically contracted patrons.
I mean, I
just
don't know.
enough warlocks.
All I know is that I spread the mighty word of Ixen, and he remains happy. He's not like a god of destruction. He is the creator of life, after all.
Don't many gods say that?
Yes, but this is fact. He's the creator of every other god. So I would say he's, ooh, here's a good word for him. He's super god.
Stop doing this,
I love
man.
it.
No being, goddamn.
And
How do
this
you know
is
that-
how we get struck by lightning.
Yeah. Pox, one last question. How do you
Yes?
know Ixen is this omnipotent, all-powerful, God-creating being?
Well, it's been taught in my community, my race, and all that for centuries. That Ixen is the mightiest god. But there is another that is equal to him.
Mia raises an eyebrow.
Okay, out of character, I forgot
You've
her
forgotten the
name.
name.
Yeah,
I
well,
was-
it's only
Bailey?
come up once.
It's
It's Era.
Era.
Isn't she like the goddess?
She
of
was the one that we
destruction?
found in the cave with the eggs.
No,
No.
that was the Sylvari.
She is she is the opposite of Ixen. And
So she kills gods?
well, no, she's basically the end. The void, the nothingness, the darkness.
Do you have a
One day you will
relationship
all
with the
return.
void?
No, I do not. And to be honest, I hope I never do. Because I do not like the dark when I do not sleep.
Ooh. That's interesting. Isn't it very dark under the ocean? In the water?
Do we have to have this conversation of where I live next to volcano vents and there was a little bit of light?
Is everything else very cold? Are you always cold?
I'm used to the cold. It's heat I usually have a problem with.
But you live next to a volcano. Wouldn't you be hot all the time?
It's complicated. It's
sure.
more like lukewarm.
What?
Don't
Mia starts
just-
questioning everything that they've ever been taught about volcanoes.
I was getting them bones.
The area I lived in was very, very lukewarm because we didn't necessarily live by a volcano, just near volcanic vents. They're very different.
I'll take your word for it. Oh, thanks for having a little chit-chat with me.
Hey, no problem. If you need me, Captain, I'll help you with anything.
What's our course like then?
Well, we're currently headed north. I figured after we get slightly away from everyone, we'll go northwest and then west.
And where will that leave us and how long? Must we be in this direction?
Well, honestly, maybe a few hours. It was Hawks' understanding that we were supposed to stop at their home first.
I didn't think we were stopping. But
Well, that's where Jason is planning on meeting us if he
Yeah,
does meet us. So
yeah.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of right now is Nehoth for if we potentially needed to pick up extra supplies.
Yeah.
That is correct.
And then after that, we don't stop until the place near Parnast.
Regardless, I do have our course slightly... I have our course slightly altered from what Travis and Saren's original plan. We are headed to Free Dock, is it that they said?
Why are we deviating from the original plan?
Because I figured that we'd want to sail a bit of distance away from shore. We don't want them to the Divine March to catch up with us at any point. That's... If you want me to change it, I can more than happy change it.
Continue on that. I just don't want to add too much time. We're very close. Cutting it very close as it is. Hawks, can you grab Malagos?
Will do. I go to grab Malagos and let her know that Mia's looking for her.
Before we have that conversation, Mia, anyone else wandering around the ship have anything they'd like to do or add at this time? Okay.
I'd like to just roll a general perception check to look at the weather to see if we've been followed any abnormalities.
Well, that would be a nature check.
Can I roll a perception check to see if we're being followed and then look for any abnormalities?
I mean, yeah, you can roll a perception check to look behind the boat. Yeah, I allow that.
that was supposed to be under Saren's name. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Yes, Aaron, you don't see any ships or anything.
And then to check on the weather and make sure everything is hunky-dory, nature.
It's a bit overcast today. The sun came up and, with the overcast skies, the horizon was a bit red this morning, but other than that, doesn't seem to be anything out of the normal.
I said the storm.
Red at night, sailor's delight. Red in the morning, sailor's warning.
I'm going to say from the crow's nest, we might have a storm this afternoon.
I would hope that you'd
Well,
shout from the crow's nest.
I was about to say, I don't think anyone heard that.
Yeah, shout, obviously.
Okay.
Saren, you must speak up. Engage your auxiliary speakers.
There's wind and
And then
waves and distance and...
Yeah, she's going to say it very loudly.
Okay. Travis, did you think of your thing?
Honestly, at this point, Travis is probably just trying to figure out what the hell happened with the change in plans. Because the plans got changed before we got informed of, what was it, a regiment that was coming our way?
Battalion.
Divine March.
Battalion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were making the change in plans before all of that, so he's probably just upfront with Malagos saying, hey, what happened to the original plan? I mean, clearly it's a good thing it happened, all things considered, but we were making changes to the plan before we were informed the Divine March was a mile out.
Oh God, you're asking me that question.
Yep, he sure did.
Oh, Travis, that is not the right person to ask.
I mean...
The one who has memory issues? Not my else, certainly. Me, trying to be like, Malagos is going to set down... She's still moving around and, organizing all of the shit that was brought onto the ship. So she's gonna sit down, make sure the list of crossbow arrow things are not sticking out, not gonna trip anybody, not going to fly anywhere.
Okay.
We don't need impalements. She's gonna set the current one down and look at him and be like, well, I don't know about the others, but, and I told Saren, I need to find Mia so we can have everyone together and talk about this. There was what I would consider an omen in a dream. Travis, have you heard of Wormright Castle?
I'm gonna make a quick streak.
Big black castle, kind of sitting on the edge above the ocean.
Travis, you are aware of Wormblight. The area around Talon's Reach and the road to Wormblight is actually a off-limits area for the Imperial Guards. That whole region is actually off-limits, and though it is beaten into every cadet and trainee's head that no one is to go into that region, only officers know why.
I am aware of the region. I've never been there myself. It's beaten into us during training. We are never to enter the region of... We're never to enter the region around Wormblight
Did they ever tell you why?
I have no idea. No, only the officers know. I tried asking Jessamine at one point. Hell, I spoke to my father about this. Neither would tell me.
I wonder if Jessamine would tell us now. Well, I
could always
dreamt
send-
of that castle last night.
Oh?
And it has to be some warning of some kind. Either we're being watched. Malagos is actually going to look around real quick, and she's actually going to cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
And just Bahamut, give me the sight to see if someone is watching us.
Okay.
And of course, her hand goes to where the holy symbol in her armor is. That doesn't cast it. That does. And she knows that she's seen like the eye thing that has been above Saren before, so she's kind of looking for that, but she's looking for anything out of the ordinary, whether it be in the sky, be hovering over someone's shoulder.
Well, it only reaches out 30 feet, so a little bit beyond the mast.
And she has to. Okay.
Go ahead.
I mean, well, the duration's 10 minutes, so she's gonna actually like have like motion for Travis to join her, and she's gonna walk around.
Okay.
I'm happy to climb
At
down the
which point,
crow's nest.
At which point, Travis is going to follow Malagos around.
Okay, so while Malagos is walking around, where is everybody else?
Oh, she would have kept talking. She's just looking. Oh, I guess that would have taken concentration.
On top deck. I'm probably smoking my pipe.
Okay. And
Still
Kyrie
her
is
pipe?
still below deck at the infirmary?
Yep. She would have been working on getting all of her supplies and everything put away nice and neat to where they won't fall off if the seas get too rough. And when she had a free moment, she would also cast sending to Caitlin.
Okay. We'll do that as soon as we finish the walking around thing real quick.
Okay.
Garganoth, where are you at?
Garganoth is probably just above deck, assuming he's already done his rounds and stuff.
Okay. So yeah, as you wander around the ship, Malagos, with Detect Magic on, I mean, you're used to seeing the different items on your friend's glow with the different schools. I guess all that to say, you don't see anything out of the ordinary at this time.
Even when she looks at Travis, because Travis is new, so she would have absolutely checked him too.
Yes, of course.
She's being very thorough.
Have you seen Galloy with Detect Magic before?
I don't think Melly has, no. Is he just a giant glowing dot?
Pretty much would be, I think.
Yeah.
Malagos will look in his direction real fast and go, oh, and like, look away and go, oh, God, he's bright. My eyeballs!
So...
You okay there?
Sorry, go ahead first, Dimmer.
I was gonna say, when it comes to Travis, his shield, his armor, his weapon, all of them glow.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine. Just Gally's a little bright. That's all.
Detect Magic then, huh?
That dream was of warm light, and it's it's unsettling. I don't know if it means we're running out of time or if it means we're constantly being watched if there's a mole. And she like pauses for a second after that one. And she acts like she brushes it off like no. But she keeps it in the back of her mind like there's new people. Just we don't know who could have snuck in anywhere. But at the castle, this giant black dragon came out and he smelled of death and decay. And all he said was, I see you. And then I felt his teeth in my body as I woke up.
Well,
Not much scares me. But that,
I would not blame you for being terrified at that.
oddly enough, I don't think I am terrified. I'm more... There's this restlessness that I know we need to find the keys. There's so much we have to do, and it's hard. It's a long story. Something we lost.
All right, I suppose fill me in later, if it's not important to what you're currently saying.
No, Mia will cover it if she wants. There's so much to do, and I don't know if we're doing it in the right order now. Have you seen Mia? I'm sorry, I would laugh if that's the time that Hawks ran up to us.
Mm-hmm. But we're going to check in with Kyrie first.
Yeah. Okay. So, like I said, I would have been making sure to get everything put away in a space where it wouldn't get knocked around and everything and soiled and whatnot, and then sit down, take a moment, and take a deep breath, and send a message to Kaylin to check in with her, make sure she's still okay, let her know what our plan is and all that. And that's the message.
Okay. Kyrie, there is no immediate reply.
If anybody sees Kyrie, she will be looking on edge and stressed, but also seem like she's trying to keep herself together. And she'll continue making sure everything's set up and checking in with people, making sure they're okay.
Okay. Is that all?
Yep.
Okay. We will let Malagos and Mia have their conversation.
Mia? Hawk said you were looking for me.
Yes. So when people want to use divination magic or scrying on someone, they do have to, like, I don't know the proper terminology for it. I just happen to, be talking about some things with Jason in passing. But to my knowledge, they have to pass through a person's magical barrier or personal space. I don't know. And if they cannot penetrate that space, they can't see you. Have you personally felt anything like that?
Doomer, can I roll to see if Malagos has?
I mean, canonically, it would be you having to make wisdom checks because you can't scry on someone without a check.
That's correct. Malagos, you haven't sensed anything like that.
No. And I just spent 10 minutes walking around the ship looking at everybody, so I haven't seen anyone else having something hovering over them. Gully's very bright, so it's hard to tell. He's like looking into the sun. Ugh.
I wonder if Sarah knows or could describe what that feels like, because she says she's scryed on all the time.
Sometimes she is. I check it every now and then. Or I try to. But she would definitely have a good idea for... Imagine it would feel like someone's watching you, but when you look around, no one's there.
No, I don't know. My plan is to find a way to keep us from being
From being scryed on?
Yeah. A ward or...
That's what I'm thinking on what I have. I don't know that I have anything like that. Not yet, at least. Well, not currently, at least.
No, I think we're going to have to pay our way into that solution.
Probably. Unless one of the others knows how to enchant something, and then we can give everyone a token or a coin, and just have that enchanted with something that keeps us from being scryed on.
I know you're optimistic, Malago, but you do know that we have no enchanters in this group, right?
Right, they're not.
Enchanting, it takes dedication and days or years, weeks, months of constant magical energy being imbued in objects. Again, Jason yammers on so much, and I gather these weird tidbits in passing.
I mean, how much do we know about what Galloway can do?
I don't know if his magical subset is enchantment. If he has a patron, patrons typically don't.
Yeah, it would be a wizard we're looking for, isn't it? Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Like, we're stopping somewhere for you first, right?
We're going to a dock first. I don't know. The plan is very confusing. You have three people making the plan, and the plan is not agreed upon, and we're just, floating out in the middle of the ocean trying to figure it out, I guess. Going the opposite direction in which we need to go.
I do know I wanted to bring up to you. I think we need to get everyone together for a kind of meeting. I know we didn't have time because of the Divine March, but
I think we need to get a...
After that dream last night, I don't even know what to think of it, really.
Well, it's very obvious to Trier that we are not being quiet about foiling whatever plans he has and doing it by any means necessary. Ergo, he feels... I don't know. I don't think threatened is the word. I think he's just trying to use his boisterous voice to get us to fall before we've even started. He's trying to
part of my worry is the fact that they have one or two now of the keys.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they get all three, I worry for what that means for us and for the world.
Well, it means we cut our losses here and find a nice place to live in the Feywild.
That's a lot of people, Mia.
Well, pragmatically, we can't aim to save every single person in the world. It's just not possible. And there are a lot of bad people that want to do bad things. We need a meeting to discuss with everyone our plans and then what we are presenting to the crew. I just think that we should get to a safer place in our journey before we abandon the deck.
Why don't we pull everyone up here from our group? Just pull them up here to the...
I don't want to worry the rest of the crew by having everyone abandon their positions for a what could probably get heated argument. Not argument, but conversation. There's a lot of personality in our group, Malagos, and it just never goes smoothly.
No, it doesn't always, but... How large are your... Is the office... Is there an office here? They have been on a ship.
I don't know. I threw someone my bag and said, "Can you please put this in my room?" I honestly don't even know where it is.
I mean, you guys have been in the
I didn't
captain
find it.
quarters while searching the ship, so...
Not me.
Malagos has.
Malagos probably... Oh. I think No, you know what? Actually, I do remember where the quarters are. We'll be fine. There should be enough room for all of us in there. Well, you just... Someone has to sit in someone's lap. It's fine.
Personally ask that no one sits on my bed because that just feels like a major intrusion of space.
There's a floor. We'll be fine.
Yeah, so your side project, Malagos, is to find a way to stop people spying on us.
That I can look into.
Pray about it, I guess. Is that what you religious people say?
All hail the mighty Yixen.
You're not here.
Boston players.
Hush. Hush, disembodied voice.
Never.
That's just shouted from across.
I know there's a few... one of the things I want to ask since you brought that up, I thought I did hear someone mention that we're stopping somewhere that you lived with Jason?
Yeah, we have a home.
Would someone... So, worst case scenario, would someone there know how to maybe sell enchanted items that stop us from being
In our
right on?
village? No. You would have to go to the big city for that.
How far is the big city from there?
Not close enough that we could just do a walkabout.
I'll see if I can... Yeah, I'm gonna probably regret this. I'll talk to Siren. The girl needs to know. I don't. That's gonna be a last resort, probably, maybe.
Are you formulating thoughts? What is going on?
Yes. Yes.
What did you just say?
I was going to say, my thoughts are everywhere right now. So sorry. I was going to say that I will take someone with me anytime we hit a dock, and it's probably going to be Sarah because she's good at that stuff, to find information from people on maybe someone who might be able to get us some items to stop such things. Or, worst case scenario, I can ask Sarah to delve into whatever it is that she delves into that I don't fully want to know the full story on. really don't. But
Are you
I think-
suggesting Saren goes to Doc and steals us enchanted
no,
object?
no, no. I've had a very, very deep conversation with her. She's not stolen things, to my knowledge, lately. I think that's come to a stop, actually. I'm quite surprised.
Oh my, what will she
Really
do for a
surprised.
living?
Yeah. Worst case scenario, I'll ask her, but I might chat with Galloy, see if he knows something. Or check with Kyrie, see if there's something she has temporarily.
I'll leave that
I'll
to
ask
you.
around. I'll ask around.
Okay. At ease, as they say.
I'm going to be walking up to Mia and asking her something real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk away, Mia. Have fun being captain. And Melia's just gonna go down the other staircase.
Wow, do I smell that bad?
Do
No.
you want the honest answer?
I'm a
You smell like
fish,
a
you
sea.
don't need to tell me.
Oh,
You smell like a
Anyways.
market.
On a scale of 1 to 10?
A.
So, Mia, I have a plan. I do know how to write teleportation circles.
Okay.
I was thinking of finding a space on the ship that it would be okay to be a designated teleportation spot for us to use for such a thing.
How many days in a row does it take for a teleportation circle to become permanent?
Oh, it takes about a year for one to become permanent,
Uh-huh.
but it was just a thought to have some way to quickly board the ship if we need
Well,
to get away fast.
so logistically, right? Like, we can't teleport into a teleportation circle here until it's permanent.
Okay, I see your point.
But you can totally start that process today. Good thought. Good thought.
It was worth a shot.
Yeah, but if you want to find a teleportation zone, like a place that you could draw circles if you need to teleport off the ship, I mean, that's fine too.
Okay. You never know if we need to go back to the capital for some reason.
I hope we don't, frankly, but yeah, you never know.
Hawks is in fact walking off after this,
Okay.
looking sad, thinking about Jessamine.
Amber.
Yes.
Puffing on your pipe while looking at the ocean and regretting life choices.
So many regrets, so many things are being reconsidered right now.
A voice comes into your head.
Hey, what does it say?
I thought you hated the ocean. Getting attached? Is that wise? Bring Delante's band. All will be forgiven. Join me in the shadow. Be with me.
Oh no!
I will cut off your other arm.
And a leg.
Cut off healing of arms.
Hawks will feel more betrayed as if Jessamine had broken up with him.
None of you know this is going on.
Galloy would get it.
At least Galloy understands me in this moment. Oh no. Oh. Do I know if I'm able to respond?
I mean, yeah, you're aware that you could respond. It is sending.
Okay. Okay, I'm just making sure. I'm gonna need a minute. I'll be right back.
Gotta
A cold
count the
shower
words.
is going to take longer than that.
And Saren was right. The sky is getting a bit darker as the morning goes on and the ship sails on. Winds.
Sometime Mia would say batten down the hatches because she's always wanted to say batten down the hatches.
And they kind of look at you for a moment and they go to work, closing all the doors and sealing up the cargo hold. The wind's getting a bit rougher and the waves a bit higher as they work up and down and kind of rock the ship side to side. And
You hear a very small voice from the closest. Mia, can I get down? I haven't had lunch yet. I didn't know if I was allowed to come down for food.
No.
Mia takes a moment and then like she steps to the side and her echo is there and she sends her echo to relieve.
I'm gonna salute the echo and then climb down.
Okay. Simple enough.
Joy.
Malagos is going to assist in securing everything.
That makes me want to go to sleep.
An omen of what is to come.
Don't you fucking start.
Travis would probably be joining Malagos and securing things.
The storm hasn't arrived yet, but for those of you who are looking in the south, you do see a couple flashes of, light among the clouds.
I would like to determine whether these are natural lightning or if they are other flashes amongst the clouds.
Zix and bowling.
Yes, very much so.
I guess give a nature check? Calloy, it looks like lightning.
The souls of my people are with me. We ride with the fury of the dead.
How's
Just this
that
village person next to me hearing me mumble to myself.
Yeah. Slowly sidesteps away. How are we doing, Amber? How's the shower? I mean, you don't have to reply.
It was supposed to calm you down.
Oh no, she would absolutely be replying. I'm just trying to figure out how to phrase what she would say in 25 words.
Dragon Daddy beckons.
You only need two. Fuck and you.
Look.
Or fuck and off.
And
Dragon
it
Daddy's
works
a
either way.
wonderful
You fuck or fuck you.
I wish it was that simple.
Let me smash.
It is.
Could always be that simple.
If
Is it bedtime?
Almost.
I'm kind of
Probably gonna end on Amber's reply here.
Amber, please. Have mercy.
I'm sorry. Look, that was sprung on
My
me
ears
just as
starting
much
to
as
ache.
everybody else.
I can't tell you it's coming.
That's what she said.
So as the sailors move around the ship, battening everything down, securing the sails, and adjusting things appropriately,
I'm assuming the winds have all picked up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'd kind of try to surreptitiously look around, maybe let out some smoke, and then hoping that the wind carries away my voice. All will be forgiven. What have I done that needs forgiving? You stole my arm. I gave you everything. I have people to protect now.
Bitch.
Hello. You should have just told him to take your arm and shove it up his ass.
No, he'd probably like that.
Oh. Ugh. Poor arm.
I mean, that's a strange form of necrophilia, but okay.
Yeah, don't do that to my arm. Why would you do that to my poor arm?
You can't feel it, can you?
No, but I would rather not have my body defiled like that.
I mean, no offense, hasn't already? Didn't you date this person?
No, that's the problem.
He
Nah,
wants to.
Amber was second string, unfortunately.
If you watched Black Razor, you'd know.
Yeah, if you watch Black Razor,
I need to go watch that.
you would know what happened.
Watch that.
Yeah.
I feel like they are that one black bird that says, "Let me smash."
Was she just strung along and then dumped off?
Big
Infatuated
hard
with, I would describe.
Oh
And
no.
Chirier said, but look, there's other people. And then Amber's hard eyes got a little bit smaller, but didn't quite go away. And then Amber backstabbed and lied her way into losing an arm.
I never lied.
Wasn't she also called Filthy Half-Breed?
No.
Oh.
That was said about someone else.
Oh.
I specifically made sure I never lied. Not my fault. Jason and Mia didn't ask any goddamn questions.
Mm.
I mean, that's fair. You gotta ask questions if you want the answers.
All I do is ask questions. What are you talking about?
You did not ask any questions that would need the results of me lying. Trust me. I have a document.
Is this another? I really do remember saying, "Wow, this could be another trap," and you were like, "Huh? What?"
It was gonna be a trap.
It's trap. Whole thing was trap.
It sounds like it could have been worse.
Okay.
Yeah, you could have died.
So Amber, there's a few moments before the voice returns. A bit more agitated than before. You led them to me. Brought them into our home. You were loyal once. Pure blood runs rare this age. Protect? Good luck, worthless whelp.
Oh, we gonna fight a bitch.
Once again, you
how
only
you
need
make
2 words.
friends.
Bitch and please.
And we will have to wait
That's-
a couple weeks to hear Amber's reply.
Oh no.
Oh, I get 2 weeks to craft my masterpiece.
You sure do.
Dangerous.
If he's so confident of ascending, he's currently on our plane of existence.
Yep.
Yep.
Unless he's super powerful or something, right?
Nope.
So
Nope,
I don't
definitely
know
not
if
that one.
powerfulness can change
Okay.
the chances.
to
It's
everyone,
Doomer's world. We just play in it.
I mean, you're not wrong there. To everyone else, I will say have a wonderful night. To our people, I'll say please stick around for a moment after we close out. And to the rest of you, remember there are 20 sides to every story. Roll for yours. Have a good night, guys.